Hello and welcome on behalf of CSR Times. Today we welcome you all to another episode where we discuss about the Harmony Phase 3 closure event hosted at Telegram. Today we have with us Mr. Rohit Srivastav, Chief Compliance Officer, True Balance, Mr. Gaurav Sharma, Chief Human Resource Officer, and Mr. Soumyajit Ghosh. So today we are going to discuss about how this initiative has impacted so many beneficiaries and so many lives. So welcome to all three of you to this episode. My first question is to you, Mr. Gaurav, that could you please tell us about the vision behind the Harmony Initiative and what inspired True Balance to undertake this project?
We are a company which actually have always attempted to be the last mile. And when the CSR project came to us, or when it was conceptualized, the idea was to reach to the people who actually can really get benefited, and who would be the institution other than Terry, which has the presence at so many locations and which has worked at the ground level. That's why we conceptualized the Harmony project in association with Terry. Idea was that also we want to become more and more ESG focused organization, so that we can focus on the UN sustainability development goals as well. So that's how the Harmony was conceptualized.
Since you mentioned about ESG, so what all were the key focus areas of Harmony 3.0 and how has the initiative evolved over the years? And that will ask you.
We focused on environmental aspects, of course, be water, sustainable energy was our focus. In addition to that, we also focused on financial literacy because we believe that financial literacy is very important for financial inclusion. Come to whose vision at Kisan is to serve underserved and unserved people of India. We believe that financial literacy will also be a major contributor towards ESG goal. So yeah, on this considering on these factors, we move in the strength.
So, from my understanding, I think it's a very collated project where you have tried to touch all aspects from water conservation to financial literacy to community engagement. So, what kind of impact has the project created at community level?
So if we look at the overall impact, we have not only trained the small entrepreneurs, but also the students who will be born now in the entrepreneurial space or the services space. But in overall, the impact it is through the network. So once they have been trained, obviously they will be training their colleagues, they will be training their friends. Obviously, financial literacy becomes very important. And with so many financial fraud happening, I think that was one of the biggest things. And also we touched upon the financial planning part. At a young age, people don't know what instrument to use to conserve their money and how to become more sustainable in income. I think we provided them with the knowledge of those tools and techniques where they can start growing their own money. As far as other stuffs are concerned, which Rohit briefly touched upon, like environmental aspect, we have not only installed the solar lights, which have been enabled source of energy, and those areas which were earlier felt like those will be secluded areas. We have touched upon those areas. We have also touched upon the water conservation. With the IMP prediction that this year monsoon would be low, understand the importance of that water conservation. It is almost like when we visited Mukteshwar, we are touching almost close to around 500 family members where they will be not parched with the water scarcity once in monsoon is low this time. Also, in and around Rohtak and Gurgaon areas, we have also focused on the water conservation aspect as well. Plus, to the students in the government schools, we have provided the clean drinking water with the solution of the RO and the other equipment so that they can keep on getting the cold and clean, safe drinking water.
Right, so my next question is to you, Mr. Ghosh. How does True Balance align its CSR initiative with larger sustainability goals along with SDG goals?
See, at True Balance, our mission is like finance for all, right? So while on our business side, we are ensuring that by enabling financial reach to each and every individual across the country, right? What we have done this through this CSR activity is also enabling those people, particularly the socio-economically marginalized section, how can they reach out to these financial products, right? So it's a two-pronged approach. On one side, we have ensured that these people have their basic needs fulfilled, like garbage, right? There have been solar power installed, right? Basic clean drinking water. We have done a good, like some of the schools, we have converted the classrooms which were in a very shabby look earlier, right? Through this initiative, we have digitized and modernized those classrooms, right, for young children. So that's on one side, and on the other side, we have ensured that people actually understand what a financial planning is, right? At Gurukulam, we have reached out to the students who are the future of the society. At Mukteshwar, we have reached out to the women entrepreneurs, right, who are staying in the villages and they are trying to become independent. So this is how we are doing, right? We at True Balance, we definitely believe that people need to become financially aware and independent to kind of progress in their life.
So my next question is to you, Mr. Rohit, that nothing comes easy. And I'm sure during the implementation of Harmony also you might have faced various challenges. So what are some of those challenges and how did you overcome those during the implementation process specifically?
So this is phase key of recovery, and I've been part of all the pages. So like I said, nothing comes free or without any effort. We, our team and their scheme, they have made lots of efforts. I found the most important part. I remember when we went to a village for plants or forestation, plantation of various trees. Community was not very. There was not an alignment of community that where these trees would be planted. People had their preferred so people say objectives. So bringing the community together towards one goal, I could develop the major challenges. And it's very human. I think everyone, for example, solar light. People have different view. Why this area? Why don't different area? Why this school only has been chosen? Why don't different school? I think this was the major problem. But I think at the end of the day, with the participation, when we reach out to them, when we explain them, and it's not the end, this journey will continue. So I think this was the major problem we faced, and we were able to overcome that.
For any project to be very successful, like we installed a solar powered sewing machine for in a community center, but maintaining that is not possible because once we implement it and we move out, things will become bad. So it is important that the community partnership is there. Once we have demonstrated the value, they come forward more enthusiastically to ensure that the machine is kept well.
So my next question is to you, Mr. Ghosh. So how do you see True Balance long-term success with this initiative and other sustainability initiatives that comes under the horizon of CSR?
In the last two phases, what we were doing was we were mostly geographically constrained. This phase, we actually had a wider reach. We went out to Mukteshwar, right? So the goal is, now that we have got a very good feedback from our Mukteshwar campaign, we would be expanding that to across other geographies and expand this on how to bring all people who are devoid of these basic needs. We can make that easily accessible to them in terms of, be it solar light, be it sustainable energy, clean water, and as repeating the financial literacy part. So people across country can gradually come, right? We will definitely try to think that how do we make it more widespread, right? Because see, these activities have a logistic challenges definitely, like Rohit was mentioning the different challenges that we work with, right? But how do we make it? The help of AI particularly, there are certain plans are going on that we can reach out, we can expand our reach. That's the plan.
Absolutely. So my last question, I think, is to all three of you, and I have your closing remarks on this. So what lies ahead of True Balance in terms of CSR and social impact initiatives after the closure of Amreli 3
As I mentioned earlier, that we are a very ESG focused organization. So yes, we are not into the manufacturing sector, and our digital footprints ensure that we remain net zero. Yes, scope 3 emissions are difficult to track to us. A sort of people are traveling through their own conveniences. But in our major aim, it is that at least we can create carbon sinks to ensure that we move towards the net zero goal, and also ensure that the UN Sustainability Development Goals we keep on targeting that. So in the future programs, also you will see a lot of sustainability related initiatives.
I think this point I would like to add one more thing. In the project phase 3, we expanded our project to outside where we work toward this one. And we are a pan-India company, so we would like to see the more expansion of our project, in the creative geographies where our followers, our users are concentrated, and make it impactful changes in their lives.
So I think obviously like what Gaurav and Rohit had obviously mentioned, it's just to add to it, I insist something that in the coming days our CSR activity reaches a certain stage where there is an organic demand among the communities that they organically come and participate in this activity. It's not only that we are reaching out to them, but people can, we will actually understand the value that we are creating once we see that people themselves are eager to participate in this initiative.
And thank you. With that, we close this session for today. Thank you so much for joining with us today. And I'm sure that these conversations would deliberate some realistic actions. Thank you.
Thank you.